I'm Anthony Boddie. I have been on a spiritual journey since 2016 of June. And that journey began with me serving at a men's shelter with Brian Talley, who attends Forest Hill. From visiting and being involved in serving at that shelter, which helped change the trajectory of my life and my lens and how I see and look at life. Thereafter, 2 to 3 weeks later, I got baptized. That is an experience I will never forget. I can visualize it in a slow motion piece, but it's something that I'll never be able to explain or share with someone or articulate it the appropriate way, because I think I would do it a disservice. In 2018 of December, I was invited to join a nonprofit named Community Cafe that feeds those in need in the York County community. And I said I was all in. And I was all in because I love the ideal of being able to go into communities and to be able to provide people in need. And what I found during that journey was so surprising to me in seeing that we have communities in our backyard that are so impoverished that words can't describe. Spending time in that particular community, it brought back memories. I recall being evicted as a child, and that's being evicted in government housing. Think about that. I remember being dependent on government cheese, block of cheese that you got on a monthly basis. And so over time, and over a 12-month period, my love for Blackman Road continued to grow. In January of 2020, my neighbor and also churchmate, Emily York, pinged me, and we had a very broad discussion and even a very detailed discussion on my passion and where it's come from. And it was during that time where I shared with her, or regurgitating all of, or some of my past experiences that have brought me to this journey, this part of the journey. Emily encouraged me to send a post to our neighbors. And we're in a 650 plus community. And so we had a broad reach. And so it was because of Emily encouraging me or pushing me and nudging me and actually instilling that confidence in me to send a post. It was within a day and a half that more than 150 people reached out via Facebook or Messenger or texting, asking or saying what they can do. And by this time, we've received donations. We had a neighbor named Carla Shea, the Shea family, that decided and suggested that we could use a 3-car garage to store all of the inventory. That was beautiful to see. And then I decided that we would do a cleanup on a particular weekend along with delivering those donations. And it was during that moment where I really saw the authenticity of our neighbors' hearts and those outside of our neighborhood. And so we had many people, 40 plus people, that drove their vehicles, drove their trucks, delivered beds, dressers, couches, sofas, you name it. And we were there for 3 or 4 hours. Big cleanup took place. And what I'm so proud of, outside of people volunteering, I want you all to know that many of those individuals attend Forest Hill. And there's been a bridging of the gap in showing our hearts, opening it up, sharing with our families, sharing with our friends, and not being afraid to ask someone to share their heart. That's what I've loved about this particular journey. And to this day, it continues.